Grease pencils! These clever little drawing utensils you may have heard about for their broad utility in construction, retail, and restaurants for writing on windows and signs. But unless you've really given them a thought, you may not have tried them for drawing and art. This year, they've quickly become my favorite drawing utensil, and I want to tell you all about them. Hey there, my name's Kanjon, and I like to talk about art and the motivations behind learning to draw. And sometimes, whatever random artistic excitement is on my mind lately, like these neat little drawing instruments. If you'd like to share in the excitement and learn to draw and some motivational tricks to keep going, give that little subscribe button a boop and check out my channel and website for more. Grease pencils, also known as wax pencils or China markers, are indeed super useful for drawing on things you can't normally draw on. Windows, metal surfaces, signs, menus, you grab one of these grease pencils and mash it on and it'll write. When you're done, you can wipe it off. Their near universal utility makes them really fun to use in the right context, which for some reason meant that I never really tried using them for art. You see, they write well on a variety of surfaces and clean up nicely, but on paper and porous material it's even better. They don't erase. That's a great thing. A typical graphite pencil can be erased, and there's plenty of utility to that. But you'll find many artists, including myself, shouting the virtues of never erasing when you're sketching, especially during warm-ups. A couple years ago, I made a video about some permanent art supplies, and I still love things like brush pens enough that I might do another video on that too. The permanence of the mark you make means that you have to deal with your mistakes when you're sketching. You either incorporate it into your piece or you toss it out and go to the next drawing. This actually encourages you to draw more and make your sketches less perfect. You're not constantly doing Ctrl-Z, or erasing to get the perfect line. It's drawn, it's here, and you made it. Heck, Bob Ross popularized this with oil paints. Those happy accidents might seem nerve-wracking to handle, but when you're in the flow of painting, you learn to accept what happened and keep going. It's a state of zen where you're only drawing. You're not switching contexts and physical tools. You draw, you draw, you draw. What I really like about these grease pencils is how they're packaged. You see, there's this little string, and when you need more wax, you pull it back, peel the paper off, and keep going. You don't sharpen these. With a typical graphite pencil, you lose most of the graphite to sharpening, not drawing, and it feels wasteful. With grease pencils, you lose some paper, but use all of the core. It's sharpened by you using it. You can spin it on its side for toning, and it'll sharpen quickly by you just doing that. That's just simple and clever. Even so, it having a naturally thicker point means that your marks won't have as much detail. And when you're feeling out of sketch, that's kinda what you want. You either draw on a large surface, improving your stability and form, or you're prevented from getting too detailed. Both are perfect for sketching. You especially don't want fine details when making an initial sketch. You want to see how your broad drawing looks before you commit to the shapes and refine. I mentioned spinning the pencil on its side for toning, and that also works really well. You can get some seriously dark marks with these without the massive mess of charcoal. Though charcoal is fun too, sometimes you want a mess to blend around. Aside from that, it's great to practice values and pressure control because you can get a clean gradient of value without much effort at all. Easier than graphite, I think. At this point, I realize I'm basically describing an adult crayon, and that I just made a whole video about crayons. Yeah. But hey, these things are ubiquitous enough that you'll find them in both art shops and general purpose stores, and they're pretty cheap. Assuming it worked right, you probably saw some product tag things through the video. You're welcome to buy using those or links in the description if you want to support my work, but also consider supporting your local small businesses with a visit. I'd love to hear your thoughts if you've tried these or some other fun art supplies. My favorites continue to be the super cheap ones. Speaking of cheap, the August drawing calendar is refreshed and on my website, and even better than cheap, it's plain free. Go grab your copy for some drawing ideas for the month. If you enjoyed this video, consider subscribing. I've also got a Discord server set up with some lovely folks all learning to draw and keeping each other motivated. Hope you're having a lovely week. Chase that passion, artist, and I'll see you in the next video.